inside position. I make sure that my stance is low, my back is straight, my head is about 3 inches below his head. When I make initial contact, I'm going to pop with my thumb blocks here. I'm going to club the head to disrupt his stance, and I'm going to transition to inside tie on the far side, pull and circle to drag that leg a little closer. So I pull, I take a small step to the outside, hit my knee, and I spin on my knee to get to the single leg. Once I get the single leg, I make sure that my forehead is up in his ribs. I'm only showing him the top of my head and not the back of my head. It makes it hard for him to stuff. My hands are locked above the knee and then my hips are in nice and tight. I also want to make sure that my leg isn't here in front so that they can't grab the anchor, that my leg is on the side, and I'm ready to drive off this leg and make this one really heavy, making this one extra easy to lift. So I drive through, the leg comes right up. Now I'm going to hit the brakes and back step and control his leg at the knee. At this point, typically in wrestling, I'll come all the way to the shoe and then kick through. But in MMA and Jiu-Jitsu, they don't wear shoes. The feet get nice and slippery. So I'm going to control at the knee, go to the hip, and I'm going to dump this leg like a Muay Thai dump by loading him up in my lap. So I take a big step through and load. When he hits the ground, I'm looking to control wrist, step over, and finish the fight here for MMA. Okay? So we're going to do it again the other way. Again, I want to make sure that my stance is a little lower than his. That I'm hiding my biceps from him, and I start with a thumb block, control inside position. So I pop, I bang the head, I pull the arm, and I level change underneath. My leg is in line with his 2 feet. I drive through, back step, bump the hips. Now he falls to his elbow, so I collect the wrist. This works for all 3 styles. If I'm going to wrestling, I'll step over, I'll seatbelt, and I'll pinch and pull for my back points. If we're going Jiu-Jitsu, I'll pull the wrist down, I'll switch to my seatbelt position, and I'll lift it up and over to finish my choke. If we're going to MMA, I'll collect the wrist, drive him flat, step over, and I'll strike to do damage. Good? And that's our single leg attacks. Thanks, guys.